Greetings and welcome to Kingdom Sewing. I'm Gina and I'd like to welcome you in for our kickoff week for National Serger Month. This is a really exciting month. We've got some great machines and techniques and accessories to show you. But first, there's a special promotion that I'd like to let you know about first. We are offering April 1st through April 10th 60-month no-interest financing on the Babylock Solaris and the Babylock Triumph. This is a fantastic promotion. We haven't offered 60-month no-interest financing for several years, so you'll want to take advantage of that now if you can. If you'd like to get into a sewing and embroidery machine, the Babylock Solaris is an awesome machine, and this is a great way to get into one. On the Babylock Triumph, that's our top-of-the-line serger, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Let me mention to you, if you don't have a Sewing and More card through Synchrony Bank, you can apply for one on our website. Tim, are you able to see that? So this is the home page of our website, and you'll see up here I've circled the little Synchrony logo. If you click on that logo, it'll take you to our financing page where you can apply online for a Synchrony card, a Sewing and More card, or you can come into the store and fill out an application here for that. So again, that's kingdomsewing.com, and you can apply for that card online if you like. So please take advantage of that 60-month no-interest financing because it doesn't come around very often. So National Serger Month. We love sergers, and a lot of people don't realize what a serger does or all of the extra things you can do with a serger. So let me back up just a little bit here, and I'm going to show you some samples. So this stitch right here, this is our serger stitch or overlock stitch. It wraps around the edge of your fabric, finishing it off so that your seams don't ravel away inside your garments or your projects. So that's just your basic overlock stitch. The other thing we love about sergers is that it's a very stretchy stitch. So this is really a great way to sew swimsuits, leotards, dance wear, even athletic wear, bike shorts and whatnot, because those seams will be stretchy when you sew them with the serger. We can also do some really fun techniques. This one is called Serger Crochet. So this is all stitched on the serger. Very simple. You just travel around and around and around, and you end up with this lovely edge finish. Sergers are also great for gathering and ruffling. This is a sample that we've done with our cover stitch. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Also, we've got a rolled hem with a wave stitch here. But lovely gathering, and the machine does all that for you. And it doesn't pull out because it's stitched in there, so nice gathering there. This little sample quickly shows you what our 8-thread sergers can do. So you'll see here we've got our wave edge finish, and this is the back side of our cover stitch. So if I flip this around, this is the right side of the stitch. You can't really see maybe because we've got some white thread, but it's just 2 rows of straight stitching. But on the back side, if we put in a decorative thread, you'll see it creates a really fun edge finish there. So 8 threads, that probably sounds a little daunting. The thing that we like about our 8-thread machines is that they are a combination of serging and cover stitching. So this is a cover stitch, great for making these little straps. This is an attachment that called the belt loop binder that we made this on. But you'll see here it does the 2 rows of straight stitching, and it's got that looper in the back, and again it's still stretchy. So this is a cover stitch, and our 8-thread machines are a combination of the serging and the cover stitching. Here's just another example. You'll see here we have a 3-needle cover stitch, and this is a single needle chain stitch. Looks a little boring on this side, but if we look on the back where we've got a decorative thread, you can do all kinds of fun techniques using the reverse side of the stitch. So really fun there. And then I have just a couple of projects for you. These were done in a class. We have a nice pendant. This has the back side of the cover stitch decorating the pendant, and this is just made on a large button form that you can find in your notions department. And then the cord is also made on the serger, so that's a serger stitch over a cording for a nice pendant. And then we have this lovely cuff bracelet. So we have the same sort of technique on the button forms there. We've got a little bit of that gathering stitching down the middle with our decorative chain stitch. We've got our serger stitch along the edge here to finish things off, and you'll see it looks nice on the back side as well. So that's our cover stitching, the 2 different needles there, as well as our serger stitching there. And that makes a lovely cuff bracelet. So let's talk machines now that you know a little bit about what they do. Sergers are mainly for people considered for garment sewing, but you can do some quilting and other things with them as well, home decorating. A nice way to get into serging is this Babylock Vibrant. This is our entry-level serger. We really like this machine because it opens up in the front completely. So we have good access to threading. You're going to be you have got 4 threads on the serger, and you're going to be putting them through all of these little guides here, but everything is color coded. So you'll see we have blue, green, orange, and red, and we have dots down here to help you out with the threading. But to be able to open it up and really access the inside there is going to make it so much easier to do that. So this machine also comes with a catch tray that goes in the front. Sergers have a blade here, and they trim off any ragged edges or any stray threads as they're sewing. So you get a lot of lint, and this machine has that little lint catcher that goes right on the front of it. The Babylock Vibrant is on sale right now for $4.95, so you don't want to miss out on that. If you're new to serging, this is a great place to start. If you've got a serger already and you'd like to upgrade, or you're thinking that you want one that's going to be a little less hassle, let me tell you, the 2 things that people really struggle with on their sergers are tensions and threading. So Babylock has addressed both of those with what we call jet air threading. Now I've got this just about threaded here, so Tim, if you can zoom in, we'll show them what jet air threading is all about. So you'll notice this looks a little different on the inside than the Vibrant does. With this one, all I have to do is drop my thread into the little hole here. If I didn't get the lotion on my hands, and we got a little bit of static. Alrighty, now if you watch Tim, you want to focus over here for them. This is my upper looper thread.
Let me just kind of zoom in on that.
Alright. So I'm just going to push the lever here, and then you're going to see that thread come through. Did you see it? Popped right up here. That's all there is to threading. One touch, super simple to get these machines threaded. Built-in needle threaders that make it easy as well. And you'll notice we have no tension dials on this machine. So basically we've got this here, our A, B, C, D. This is our stitch selector with the A, B, C, D for our different stitches, and that is in effect going to change our tensions for us. So very easy to operate these machines. They take the headaches out of serging. So that's our Babylock Victory. This is the most popular of the Babylock sergers. It used to be called the Imagine. After about 20-some years, they finally have upgraded it to the Victory with some new features that make it even easier to use. So this is an awesome machine. We do have, you can get into jet air threading sergers for just $999, and then the prices go up from there, but that'll help you out with that threading if that looks a little daunting to you. Let's step down here and we'll take a look at the Babylock Acclaim. So this is a step up. You may notice this machine looks a little larger than the Victory. They've added some space in here. So most of your sergers have about 1 inch of space. This one's got about 2 here. So a little bit more space to work there. We've got our press-a-foot lever on the front, so that's a little bit of an upgrade. The other thing that the Acclaim has is on our threading here, we have a motorized threading rather than a manual pump that you have on the Victory. And we also have air threading in the needles. So I'll show you that in just a little bit on the Triumph. But that's a really awesome way to get your needles threaded. We've got a magnet here, so if you take out a needle and you don't know where to put it, you can store right there till you need it again. We've got our nice little magnet. We do have onboard storage with these machines. Our accessory box is right underneath here. Tim, are you seeing that on the screen?
Yep.
So you can keep all your tools handy. When we're working with sergers, we always want to have a pair of tweezers and our screwdriver handy to take out needles, so you have those right on board. So this is a really nice machine for a little bit of a step up. This one also has the addition of the wave stitch. I did show you the little sample that we have of the wave stitch. Let me pull that up again. So this, along the edge here, is a wave stitch, and you can see the color changes back and forth on that. That's our rolled hem wave stitch. And so that's kind of a fun decorative treatment. I like to use that for doing, again, decorative edges or creating your own piping or trims to put on items that you're having trouble finding matching trims for. So Tim, let's get to the back row here. We've got some more machines to show you, but we've got to do a little bit of a set change here. So I am going to move these machines out of the way. And we'll look at a couple more. And with the magic of television, I'll come over here and we'll take a look at this first machine. Now I mentioned to you that we have the Serger cover stitch combo machines. This is the newest machine in the Babylock line of sergers. This is the Euphoria, and it's a dedicated cover stitch machine. So this does cover stitch only. I've got a couple little samples here, Tim. If we want to zoom in. This is our 3-thread cover stitch. It's got the loopers on the back side. And again, it's a very stretchy stitch. We've got our straight stitches on the front. Now I have 3 needles here. You can opt to use all 3. You can use any 2, or you can use just a single one for a chain stitch. So this machine has 5 inches here, because oftentimes when you're cover stitching, you're not sewing right on the edge of the fabric like you are with a serger. So a good bit of room in here for you to work. We do have that air threading for our looper here as well. So really nice brand new machine from Babylock, the Babylock Euphoria cover stitch machine. So let's take a look at the combination machines a little bit. We have the Babylock Acclaim. This is an 8-thread serger. So it does the serging and the cover stitch combination machine. Looks very much like our other machines there. We've got our jet air threading here. These machines have adjustable stitch width, adjustable stitch length, as well as differential feed. Now the differential feed is really nice for working with those stretch fabrics to keep them from stretching out of shape, and also can create those ruffles for you. Nice price on that Babylock Acclaim. So let's take a look down here at our Babylock Triumph. This is the machine that you can get with that 60-month financing through April 10th. So don't forget about that. I want to show you quickly the jet air threading in the needle. So I'm going to quick cut this thread so I can show you how that jet air threading works there. Or I'm sorry, the extraordinaire threading for the needle. All right, so we've got our needles in position here. And the way this works, let me move the foot down so you can see a little better. We pull down our threader here.
Okay.
And let me grab my tweezers so my hands aren't in the way so you can see what I'm doing here. So it's going to get a little loud here. I'm going to turn on the motor, and you'll see there's a vacuum that suctions the thread right into the needle. Okay, so here we go. So I just point the thread at the needle there, it sucks it in. I just pull up on the needle threader, and there's our needle threaded. Is that awesome? So let me get that out of the way there, and I'll show you exactly how the serger stitches, because I'm sure for those of you that aren't aware of the sergers, you're very curious. So let me grab just a piece of fabric here real quick, and I'll show you how these stitches work. Alrighty, so we'll put our foot down. You don't really need to raise your presser foot when you're working with a serger. Let me show you, these edges here are kind of ravelly, just a little bit. So you'll see how, as I bring this piece of fabric through the machine, the blade here is going to trim off this edge, so I have a nice clean edge, and it's going to do that nice 1/4 inch wide serger stitch. I'm going a little bit slow so I don't make too much noise here, and then we'll keep going. And there you can see our serger stitching. We've got a nice clean edge with our serger stitching, and that's how a serger works. Trims off any excess that you don't need, any ragged edges, and makes a nice clean finish. So that's our kickoff for National Serger Month. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got 4 weeks this month, so we're going to be coming back at you every Thursday at 10:30 to show you some more great features, accessories, and techniques to do with your serger. So you don't want to miss out. And remember, please take advantage of that 60-month no-interest finance. You can sign up online on our website at kingdomsewing.com, or you can come into the store and fill out an application here. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.